Guys, the Urgot rework has been announced on a Friday. Holy crap, guys. If you don't know, I'm an Urgot main. I've been playing Urgot ever since I started playing League of Legends for over 3 years. I've been an Urgot main. I love this champion with a burning passion, and I'm pretty hyped for the rework because it's being made by the same guys who made the Warwick rework, which was the best rework in League of Legends in my opinion. I love the new Warwick. So, out of the blue, out of nowhere, I woke up today. Actually, before I went on the computer today, I was invited to like a week-long thing where I wouldn't have access to the internet, and I was like, am I really gonna go to this? Because the Urgot rework could be announced on Tuesday, and I really don't want to miss that. It's a kind of petty reason to not go. So I was thinking that before I went on the computer today, then I went on and I saw that champion reveal, Urgot the Dreadnought. I'm excited. I've never seen this before. This is my first time reaction, and I wanted to film it just because I like Urgot. He's my main, and I'm super hyped to see what they're gonna do. I'll also do a first time reaction playing him on PBE, but without further ado, let's see the champion reveal, Urgot the Dreadnought. Oh my god, he already looks so badass. With his giant ass fucking tentacles just being plunged into his mouth. I don't even know, and all these weird ass tattoo things. A former Noxian headsman, Urgot used to think he knew what strength was. Then he was betrayed by Swain and found himself bound in chains, a slave in the Zon mines. There, he discovered a new form of strength, pain. He revels in the chaos of suffering, knowing that it makes him strong. Now, his body, augmented with machinery, he knows that Noxus can never truly be ruled by strength, while it is ruled at all. He seeks to destroy the leaders of Zon and preaches to those who survive, there are no rulers, only survivors. Only survivors. So apparently, he was banished from Noxus, put into the Zon mines for whatever reason. He must have been like a huge traitor or some shit to do that. Or Swain's just a dick. He found out that pain is the real strength. And now he's trying to preach to everyone, there are no rulers, only survivors. Don't listen to your superiors, only listen to your pain. And my augments that are super badass. With this little henchman doing it for him. That's pretty cool. Oh my god. And that's his shotgun knee in the bottom left. Maybe this is like his little cult. I don't know. Abilities. Okay, this is what we're looking forward to. Dude, this is gonna be so badass. What the fuck? I'm so excited. Attacking in the direction of one of Urgot's legs causes his leg to combust flames outwards, dealing physical damage to enemies in a cone and putting that leg on cooldown. Consecutive hits within a few seconds deal reduced damage. So it's like shotgun knees. If you're close up to someone, you do extra damage. Let's look at this. Wait. Oh, he has multiple knees, so you like go around in a circle? Kind of like Aurelian Sol in a way? And each knee has its own cooldown? That's kind of badass. I don't know how useful it'll be. Also, his new gun kind of looks really weird. This Urgot looks cool. I don't know how I'm excited about it because I really like the old Urgot, but Concussive Charge. This looks like his new form of E. Fires an explosive charge at a target direction, dealing physical damage to nearby enemies and slowing them. Enemies struck are locked onto. So it's basically his new E, but in Q on his Q. Boom! It has a bit of a delay. And a slow. That looks just as good. Like, it has a bit of a delay, but it looks like the travel time's further. So it looks like it'll be a bit better. And it also has a slow. His W, Purge. Oh, this looks badass from the icon. Urgot shields himself and rapidly shoots the nearest enemy, prioritizing champions that are locked onto. Triggering Echo Flames when possible. Echoing Flames. While shooting, Urgot walks more slowly, but becomes resistant to oncoming slows. Yes, I love slow resistance on champions. I'm very excited for the slow resist on Kayn. During this time, Urgot can walk over non-champions and cannot basic attack normally. Rapidly shoots the nearest enemy, prioritize it. So this is like a pseudo Lucian alt? Triggering echoing flames from possible. I don't know what echoing flames is. Yeah, so it's like a mini Lucian alt where you're just like, oh, this looks really cool. Wait, he shields himself too. So it's just like fucking badass like machine gun mode. Dude, I like this. This is like a close range like machine gun. Like you can see the feel of Urgot where he's just like a quick like machine gun motherfucker. That's really close range. Oh my god, this is a cool theme. Okay, E. Urgot charges in a direct. He has a dash now? Oh my god, mobility on Urgot? What is this? Well, I guess I have to do something because they took out his old alt. I still don't know what the new one is yet, but Disdain. I probably said that wrong. Urgot charges in a direction. If he runs into an enemy champion, he'll stop grabbing and throwing them to the other side of him. What? Damaging and locking onto them. So he has another way of locking on. This is really cool. Non-damage champions. So his combo, he's just gonna run into them. So he has a good melee ability now. Boom! Throw, locked on. Oh my god, the combos, dude. Just running in with E, and then you're locked on, so you just like ba-doom, 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 ba-doom. Dude, I love it. It's like DPS, but like his W gives good DPS, but like without using auto attacks. So I guess his W, the W itself is a replacement for the EQ. Although now looking at these three basic abilities, unless the alt changes something, Urgot has no super long ranged ability anymore. I love the long range of EQ. Let's see what his alt is first. Fires a hex drill beacon that impales the first enemy struck, locking onto them. So another way of locking on, dealing physical damage to them and slowing them. When impaled, if the target falls below a health threshold, Urgot may recast Fear Beyond Death to suppress the target, slowly reeling them in. When they reach him, executing them during the recast. Wait. Oh, slowly reeling them in, and then when they reach sorry, I just woke up, executing them. Okay. During the recast, they are untargetable, and this effect can only be ended by killing Urgot. Ooh, baby! If Urgot successfully executes a champion, he terrifies all nearby enemies. So they're trying to keep some things from the old Ultimate, and it functions a lot more similar to the old Ultimate than I thought it would, because they said, we don't like Urgot's Ultimate, and we think it'd be better on another champ, we're gonna probably completely replace it, but this seems pretty similar. Let me look. Oh, and it's really long range too, so he still has like that long rangeness. Okay. That's pretty cool. But it's only gonna be useful for executing. So they basically to do your full combo, they basically have to be in close range of Urgot. So Urgot can't really kill enemies from far away anymore unless they're really low on health. And it's a skill shot. Well, to be fair, E was a skill shot, but I feel like it's much easier to land, and it doesn't have as long and a punishing cooldown as Ultimate. So Urgot's definitely going to take more skill Probably more skill in different ways, because right now a lot of the skill you need on Urgot is really proper itemization, because there's so many good items on Urgot, and a big part of Urgot is itemization, I feel like, and that's going to separate the good Urgot players from the bad ones. Currently is itemization, but with this, it's probably not going to be itemization, because that's kind of a bad design. That ride's not real, probably doesn't want in the game, and the skill is going to become from landing the skill shots, using the passive correctly. Yeah, it's mostly going to be from using the passive correctly in the R. This looks really interesting, though. But this is going to replace my baby Urgot, my favorite champ in League. I can't say I'm on 100% on board with this. I'll really have to play it to see. I'm also going to do a video of me playing new Urgot for the same time. But let's read the rest of this reveal, and maybe my mind will change a bit. Urgot is a force of destruction incarnate. An inevitable, unstoppable juggernaut who shoots, pulls, and grinds his opponents to their deaths. His strength is evident, and his foes should never underestimate him. Running away is always an option. Okay. So, by the way they're describing him, only by this first sentence, he's a juggernaut, so I can't really judge how he plays until we find out his stats, because he might have really good AD scaling and stuff like that, because a huge part about juggernauts is their unique scalings in their kits, where they scale insanely off AD, and they have really high base AD values, and that allows you to only be able to build a little bit of AD, still be strong, and then build the rest tank. That's kind of how Juggernauts work. So we really need to see the numbers before I can judge Urgot completely. More so than any other new champ reveal. Urgot wants to go toe-to-toe with his enemies. His knee cannons can wreak havoc once he's up close and can unleash them all. Yeah, it really depends how strong his passive is. Definitely not as strong as a late game Graves, but maybe similar. Maybe it does more damage if you're closer to them, kind of like Graves autos. Yeah, this all is going to really depend on numbers. Find the weakness of your enemies or create it. Then warp them in chains and finish them off. I actually kind of really like the concept of the new alt. Forget the nimble, elusive enemies. They are weak and prefer to fight to combat, but anyone who dares head you on, show them your true strength. Yes, I love this aspect of Urgot, that he can 1v1 anyone. I'm gonna show you some clips right now of me 1v1ing people as Urgot. Dude, once you get a certain amount of items and you're in a certain scenario, in power, dude, 1v1ing as Urgot is so fun. And since he's ranged, like you usually do it in melee range and fight them and kick their ass, you can, when they try to run away, you can finish them off with your EQ, sorry, I'm tired, I just woke up, and I guess they're trying to preserve that in this too, because you can just fuck them up with all your basic abilities, and then when they try to run away, you can just ult them, which effectively is the same thing as an EQ, in that scenario. But, let's watch this video. My boy Urgot, the way he moves is so weird. Oh, and you can move while he pulls. Oh, that's a big fear range. What? Oh, and he can move while he does all this shit. Well, I know he can move while he did W, but I didn't know he can move while he did all. So he is kind of mobile in a way. Oh, and then he has a lot more CC too. He has CC on 2 of his basic abilities. So he can lock people down without having to rely on his ult. Oh my god, that's so awesome! He can lock people down without having to rely on his ult. Dude. They put me in chains, they gave me a weapon, Urgot. I'm excited for the new VO. I'm excited for this to launch on PBE. Oh my god, I'm gonna play this so much. I'm not gonna be on the live servers for a long time. Although, I might want to be on the live servers because I'll have to get used to this new Urgot. And I still use Urgot heavily in ranked, and I kind of want to rank up. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll get to Diamond before this comes out because I'm only Plat 4 right now, but Urgot's ranged auto attacks and echoing flames. What the hell is echoing flames anyways? I think it's part of the W. I'm not really sure specifically what echoing flames is. Let me reread this. And triggering echoing flames when possible. Oh, echoing flames is a passive. Oh, okay. So W helps trigger echoing flames when possible. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Dude, he's gonna be movement based like Aurelion Sol. I actually have quite a bit of mastery on Aurelion Sol as well. Let me show you. So this is actually gonna be pretty fun for me, because I like that like movement type playstyle. I didn't know they'd be putting in a Aurelion Sol type thing in new Urgot. Urgot's ranged auto attack. So what I was gonna say about this is I'm really curious what the new auto attack range for Urgot's gonna be, because right now it's lowest in the game for ranged carry. It's 425. A lot of mages even have better auto attack range. That's kind of core to his identity, so I think it might stay the same or a tad longer. I'm not sure. Urgot's range auto attacks and echoing flames gives some sufficient poke against melee top laners. So maybe it'll be longer range than his current autos, because right now he can't really poke too well with his autos, because if you go into auto attack range, you can get hit by a lot of melee ability, melee champ ranged abilities like Darius E. That's all I can think of at the top of my head, but there's more obviously. So now that they say sufficient poke, maybe we'll have longer auto attack. Anyways, but are on a long cooldown early game without any built-in sustain. Built-in sustain. The way they word that makes me think that you'll still build Death Stance and 80 items on Urgot. Although I do think tank items will probably be better on this Urgot than the current Urgot. We'll really have to see. Also, I don't think he's gonna use Manamune anymore, because nothing in this kit really seems spammy. And he says a long cooldown. So if everything's on a long cooldown, then yeah, Urgot, rip Manamune. Now it's only gonna be useful really on Ezreal. That kind of sucks. I like building Manamune on Urgot. I know Manamune was only a thing on Urgot kind of because Urgot was badly designed, I guess. I don't know. But I feel like Manamune was an item that was resorted to champions to be functional if they were badly designed. Like, Jace had to use Manamune, now he doesn't. Yorick used to be able to use Manamune, now he doesn't. I understand why Yorick, but it kind of sucks that now Urgot is not going to use Manamune. But whatever, it's just an item. I just enjoy building it. Poke is the only way of winning. Urgot's legs don't rotate when he turns. Yeah, that kind of looked weird. So they have to maneuver around your opponents to make the most of echoing flames. Disdained helps Urgot take advantage of those trick shot back shotgun legs and make the most of its damage. Oh, I like that synergy. I like that this kit has a lot more synergy than the old Urgot kit. Urgot, I feel like he had more synergy than champions like pre-rework Scion, but he still didn't have that full synergy going, and I like how there's more synergy with this kit in particular. My nose is getting stuffed up. While Purge helps him proc his passive multiple times in rapid succession, but slows Urgot's movement. Positioned carefully to take advantage of all 6 legs. I think Boots of Swiftness is going to be core on Urgot because he now has a self-slow, and Boots of Swiftness help reduce self-slows, even though he's going to become immune to enemy slows himself in that form, I think. I think that's what it said. Let me go back and read it. Yeah, he becomes resistant to incoming slows. But I still think it will reduce his self-slow. And also the extra movement speed will help a lot with his passive. But obviously you don't want to get Boots of Mobility because you're going to be in combat while trying to do that movement. So I think just like Aurelion Sol, Boots of Swiftness is going to be super core on him. Fear Beyond Death can be used to initiate for your team, but is best used to finish off a damaging foe. Slippery targets might otherwise escape on low health. Can't get away from Urgot's mean grinder once they are hooked. I love that concept, dude. I love the, like, fantasy concept of once you get captured by Urgot, there's nothing you can do but just be scared and terrified for your life. I just love that aspect of Urgot, and it really fits well into his theme. I'm sorry for my nasally voice again. I'm gonna just check this one more time. What happens when you hit them without being able to recast? Enemies struck a locked onto. So the only really benefit is locking onto them, which helps with this. That enemies that are locked onto prioritizing enemies that are locked onto, okay. So you really don't want to use Purge in a big minion wave. If you're in lane, you want to make sure you lock onto them with Concussive Charge or Disdain or Fear Beyond Death, but probably not that because you want to use it for Execute. But if you're not around minions, you can just straight up press W and you don't really need to lock on. So yeah, Fear Beyond Death doesn't really do much. So you can't really use it to catch out enemies. I mean, it slows them by a lot though, and for a really long time. That's like a 2-second slow. So you might be able to use it to catch them out. Like, you use it on them to slow them, then you, while they're slow, you catch up with E, and then you continue the lockdown process. Although Q slows them as well. So that might be a really last resort type thing to use alt to catch someone out. Okay. Oh, and we're gonna see the skins too. Holy shit, dude. I'm really excited to see how the skins look. Because right now, I don't really like Butcher Urgot or Crab God at all. And currently, Battlecast Urgot has his sound effects glitch to have the original Urgot sound effects, so. But I still like Battlecast the most, and I use it like 99% of the time. Okay. Extras. I am stronger than man, stronger than machine. I am an idea. Oh my god, dude. We should launch him on Kickstarter. Okay. This is animation. Oh, it looks so badass. I kind of like the design of the old Urgot, though, because he was green. His skin was green. Why isn't his skin green this time? Well, no, was his skin green? Again, I said I played Battlecast Urgot 99% of the time. So maybe his skin wasn't green, but he felt like he had a better green hue to him. I don't know. By the way, I don't know if it's because I just got used to it, but I like the current Urgot Splash Art a lot better than the new one. That goes for Warwick as well. I like new Warwick better gameplay-wise, obviously, but I like the old Warwick Splash better than, like, this one. It seems kind of like, eh. Like, it looks okay, but, like, when it goes to the portrait, it looks kind of like, like, that Zack one personally looks better, in my opinion. And this Urgot Splash Art, I don't know, it just looks so badass. I love this Urgot Splash Art. I don't know. I think the thing I'm noticing about Urgot is that his face looks a lot more cartoony because of, like, the little eyepiece and the mouthpiece. But with this, like, the mouthpiece is obviously a lot different. His eyes are more red. He's more like of a bald man than, like, I don't know, a cartoon. I think it's because he doesn't have the thing over his eye. Like, this looks, like, this kind of looks, like, funny-ish. He kind of looks like Dr. Eggman in a way, right? And Dr. Eggman looks really cartoony. But then this more looks like Dr. Eggman from Sonic 06, where, you know, he's just a bald man. But anyways, I don't mind too much. I still think it looks badass in its own right. I just prefer the old Urgot Splash Art. Let's look at the skins. Crab. Ooh! Ooh, my boy! And he finds a crab in his belly. Dude! This looks badass. Like the little spikes. Kind of looks like an action figure or something. I don't know. I really like him. That looks really cool. Holy shit. Battlecast. Oh my god. Nah. I kind of like old Battlecast better, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, old Battlecast is really close to my heart. Again, I use it like 99% of the time I play Urgot. Urgot I have almost 400k mastery on, but I don't know, I like the old Battlecast better. I wish I could show you a difference. Let me see if I can bring it up real quick on locking. 3D models. Urgot. Please tell me you didn't update it yet. Okay, yeah, it has old. So, like, see this old model? I don't know. Like, the legs are spread out. It looks really cool. Like, this just looks really cool. Don't you think it has, like, the little corrosive things? The little danky legs. His face looks really cool. And, like, every part of his body, like, the little segments that move independently look really cool. But this, I don't know. I think the face bothers me the most. I think that's it. And then the double guns. Like, Urgot's always had, like, 2 different set of guns. And even on the classic, he has, like, an arm and a gun. So he has, like, 2 different things. And this, he has a big arm and a little arm. But this, he has, like, the two of the same. I know this shoulder's different, but I kind of like the contrast. And then, like, he looks too square in the middle. Like, he just looks nice, round and chubby here. And then it's just, like, a big cylindrical square. I don't know. I don't like Battlecast, and I don't know if I'm gonna use it. Oh, that sucks. And then, yeah, see, Butcher even has that little, like, little hand thing and then that big gun thing. I like Butcher a lot. I think his face, you might be losing something with his face, because Butcher Urgot traditionally, if you look at his current splash art and his current look, Butcher Urgot, I don't really like the skin too much personally, but he has, like, the distinct, like, ew, grossest face in League of Legends. And people joke, like, eh, sexiest Urgot skin. Sexy skin in League of Legends, I'd like to fuck Butcher Urgot or something. But this, like, it doesn't have the same thing with the face. So you can't really meme about it too much, which is kind of a shame. But overall, I like this one a lot. I think the best improvement-wise is definitely Crabgot. Like, look at this, and then look at the current Crabgot. Yeah, see? That to that. Yeah, Crabgot is definitely the biggest improvement. I think the original skin looks better. I think the Battlecast skin looks worse. And I think the Butcher one looks a bit better, but I prefer to have the old face. So yeah. Oh, it sucks that my favorite skin is the only one that looks worse in my opinion. God damn it. Okay, what are the splash arts though? We have this. We have... Oh, the new Battlecast Splash Art looks pretty badass. Oh, I don't like that face, though. It looks like that guy from Star Wars Episode 3 with the multiple lightsabers. I don't like that skin. Or that face. Crabgot. Ooh! Ooh! That looks so good. Oh, I love splash arts like these. Oh my god. Crabgot. Ooh. And Butcher Urgot. Looks a lot better too. I'm gonna kill you. No! So that's the Urgot rework. Let me check PBE. Nope, it's just announced. So I'm gonna be on the Urgot subreddit talking about this new thing. I am a mod there and I love my boys on the Urgot mains. Revealed. Holy crap. I'm excited. New Urgot rework. Everyone's hyped. Crab art looks amazing. Hell yeah. I can't really speak properly. I have a stuffy nose. I apologize. Can't really control when this is gonna get announced, so... And it's not like I'm gonna delay looking at this shit until I'm feeling better vocally. This is super hype. I'm super excited. Not super excited. I don't know. I'm excited to try out the kit. I don't know if I'm excited for it to be replaced. I kind of wish this was... I kind of wish I could just go back to the old Urgot anytime. It's so weird getting your main, like, so drastically changed. Like, you guys wouldn't understand, because Urgot's obviously the least played champion in League of Legends, but imagine, like, if Yasuo or someone you main was getting a VGU. You'd be excited, but you'd also be kind of conflicted. I don't know. I'm excited to play this new Urgot. I think the combo potentials are really nice. I'll have to play him to really see if I feel like he's an improvement, because you have to really play a champ to feel how it plays, and I have to look at his stats. His stats are going to be really important. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'm super hyped for the more Urgot coverage coming to this channel. Also, a tribute video to Urgot for the pre-rework is going to come soon. I was already made an audio file of me talking about why I love pre-rework Urgot without knowing, obviously, the rework. And I was editing that, but now I may have to change that or redo that because of the new rework to address it. But that's my feelings on the new Urgot rework. What do you guys think, for you people who are watching who aren't Urgot mains? Because there's probably a lot of non-Urgot mains watching. What do you guys think? I'll see you guys later. Bye.